You have clicked on this video because you want to improve your English. You want to grow in your life by learning this language. And I am assuming that you are alone in your English fluency journey. But don't consider yourself to be alone. I am here for you to help you with that problem. Hey, my name is Gulshan and I help you with your spoken English. And today in this video, I am going to show you how you can practice English speaking at your home. And I am going to show you how I practice my English speaking at home. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. And I have been using the techniques that I am going to tell you in this video for 3 months, and I have become quite comfortable with speaking English. Now I want you to do the same with the help of the techniques that I'm going to share with you in this video, and do it every single day, and I can guarantee that you will become a fluent speaker after 3 months. Let me show you how I practice my English speaking every single day at home. I am going to show you how I practice English at home. Yeah, this is not my phone's original phone. This is my phone's cover, and I am using this to show you how I practice my English speaking at home and how you can do it too. So first of all, before I start practicing English, what I do is I choose a topic or a story on which I can speak English for a while, or I can talk about that topic. So first of all, I choose a topic. Let's say today I am going to talk about a story about a baby camel and a mother camel. That's what I'm going to talk today, to show you how I practice English speaking every single day at my home. So if you don't have anyone to practice English with, if you don't have English partners, this is what you can do to practice English speaking at your home. This would be the better approach than any approaches I think available if you don't have anyone to talk to. This would be the best technique to improve your English at home. So let's get started and practice English. So yeah, now I have thought about that story that I have to practice, and that story is about a baby camel and a mother camel. So let's practice English. This is what I do. There was a baby camel who woke up and reflected on another animals, and he found out that he was completely different from other animals. So he got many questions, and to clarify those questions, he went to his mommy. And the first question he asked to his mommy was, "Mommy, why do we have a hump?" The mommy camel replied that we have a hump for storing water. Then the baby camel asked another question. That was, "Then why do we have big eyelashes?" The mother camel replied and said, "We have big eyelashes to protect us from the sand and the dust when it is a storm in the desert." Okay, then mommy, tell me, why do we have big rounded feet? The mommy camel again replied that we have big rounded feet to help us walk comfortably in the desert. Okay mom, but I don't understand one thing. The baby camel thought for a while and said, "We have big rounded feet for helping us walk comfortably in the desert. We have a hump for storing water when we need, and we have big eyelashes because they help us protect from the sand and the dust when it's a storm in the desert." The mommy camel said yes. Then the baby camel asked another question, and this time he asked, "Then what are we doing in the zoo? What are we doing in the zoo?" This time, the mommy camel was not able to answer her child's question. The moral of the story is, if you have all the skills in the world, if you have all the talents, if you have all the knowledge in the world, but if you are not in the right place at the right time, all the knowledge or talents or whatever you have are useless. So try to be in the right place at the right time. So this was the moral of the story. So yeah, I have shown you how I practice English speaking every single day at my home. So if you are someone who don't have any English partners, this is what you can do. This is the way I practice English speaking every single day, and I got better by doing this, and I have been doing this for the last 6 months, and I can notice the real improvement in my communication skills in English. This is something you can do. Today it's windy day, and it is disturbing me, but yeah, this is the way I practice my English speaking. Now let me tell you the another way I can practice. Now let me show you the second way of practicing English at home. This is what I do the most, because whenever I come into my room and whenever I stand in front of my mirror, what I do is I start practicing English. I start talking about some topics. I start telling myself a story in English, and this has been very beneficial for me to improve my English. That's what I do every single day. So let me show you the second way of practicing English at home. This is what I do the most, and you can do it too at your home. Now let me show you the second way of improving English. This is what I do every single day to improve my English. This is my second way. I stand up in front of this mirror and talk for as long as I want, and this is the best way, I think, to improve your English. If you don't have anyone, if you don't have any other options, this would be the best option. You can adapt to better your English. I am doing this every single day, and I have been doing this for 3 or 4 months, and I can notice the real improvement in my communication skills in English. I can talk effectively in this language. I can make you explain things in English in very easy manner, and this has been all possible because I was consistent at improving my English using the techniques I am showing you. Like, this is the technique, and I'm saying you genuinely, like, if genuinely I'm talking, like, if you just use these techniques if you just use this technique to improve your English, nothing can stop you from becoming a fluent speaker in this language. I come from a Hindi medium background, and coming from a Hindi medium background, it was hard for me to learn this language, let alone speaking in this language. I had to learn to read English. I had to learn to write English. I had to learn to understand English. I had done all of that from scratch. I had learned this language from scratch. If you are someone who have been from English medium schools, it would be very easy for you to learn this language. It would be very easy for you to learn to speak English, but it was hard for me, as I was from Hindi medium background, complete Hindi medium background. So I was introduced to English language when I was in my 10th class. Before 10th class, I had no idea. I didn't know how to read. I didn't know how to write. I didn't know how to understand English when I was in my 10th class. But after 10th, I got serious about improving my English, and I just learned how to speak English fluently. This was my second way of improving English, and these two ways are enough for you to make your English communication better. This will improve your English to a huge extent. This is my promise. If you are consistent with these techniques for at least 3 months,